Hey curious people, I'm back again, back from the box of wonder, the second box of wonder I had, should I say. So I'm going to do a little comparison on the DVD players that came in that bundle. Wharfdale, this is I would say the highest quality item out of the DVD players. Look forward to taking that one apart. The Hitachi, and then this one, not even sure, it's really quite beaten up, Tevion or Tevion. So perhaps I save this till last, or will I be disappointed because I'm expecting it to be wonderful? Maybe I'll do it now. So we've got some, not sure if that'll fit in there. No, I have to do this one by hand, unfortunately. I need to get some better, some long pieces to go in my mechanical. I'm actually sure this is, I don't feel like I'm actually getting the screw, am I? I think it's a bit smaller. Let's try this one. That's it, got it now. Yeah, I've done a few things today actually. I've really enjoyed it. We're actually having to isolate at the moment. We had to have my daughter had some COVID symptoms. I'm quite sure it's just the usual childhood winter virus, but of course she ticked 2 of the boxes with the temperature and the cough, so I suspect it's tonsillitis. We're all pretty prone to that. So we had to go for the joyous COVID test yesterday. What a whole setup that is, I tell you. Got there, they had no masks on. The first port of call, they take you under the window so they can talk to you, and then they say at all times your window must be up, and they carry on talking. Then they're like, do your window up. So then you do your window up, and you have, I feel sorry for anyone hard of hearing. I'm a little bit hard of hearing, and I couldn't really understand what they were saying through the window, to be honest. I was winging it. And then you go through to a different part. They give you, oh yeah, you have to turn around your dash cam. You're not allowed to have your dash cam filming. You either have to take it down, we couldn't get it down, so they said, oh, just turn it around. And then when we got through to the next people, they were like, dash cam down. That always makes me suspicious. My friend was laughing. She was like, what do you mean suspicious? You're too into the conspiracies. And I just said, well, you know, it just makes me think, makes me wonder, what is it that's they're doing that they wouldn't want everyone to know about? But then, of course, it is actually data protection, I imagine, because there's other people in there, and you know, you could catch sight of other people going for a test or something, I don't know. So yeah, there was that, and then you had to do it yourself, and it's all very tricky, I have to say. Doing it on a 5-year-old was yeah, not easy. It's been 24 hours. We still don't have our results yet. We're just waiting. But as I say, I'm almost certain she's got tonsillitis, but of course the doctors won't see her until we've had the COVID test, so we can't get antibiotics or anything. And I can't go back to work. I'm a key worker, my husband's a key worker. We can't go back to work until we've had a negative test. So I'm due back in on Monday, so I hope it comes soon. Right, I don't know, it's not giving much away to me on whether that has unscrewed or not. Just want to try and feel. No, it's very difficult when you can't really see this. They all look unscrewed, but I think perhaps they're not. So yeah, we've had to isolate for a couple of days again. which, well, in honesty, it's a little bit grim. It's and it's the weird sort of psychology of it. I'm almost certain that my daughter doesn't have COVID, and that it's just an ordinary childhood winter illness. But just having gone for the test, you do then sort of get a little bit worried about what the results will be. My husband and I did feel a bit under the weather last week, but again, I think it's just time of year. Certainly no COVID symptoms, but we'll see. Hey, I'm struggling to actually, like, how far up do these screws need to come? They feel freely moving now, like they are actually. Let's see if any come out yet. Several. Let's see, yep, and then another one. So perhaps we'll see the culprit. That one hasn't come out. Do that for a bit longer. See my breath. Temperature's dropping out here, I tell you. Whew. Hear the cats thundering around the garden. Purdy, the old one, and Sunder, there we go, one of the kittens, do a kind of, they've got a love-hate relationship anyway, and they do a sort of play fighty, I'm playing with you but I do actually want to hurt you a little bit kind of game. Oh, this one feels not good. But the staff were very nice at the test centre. Yeah, very nice. The first people didn't have PPE on, which I was amazed at and a little disgusted, if I'm honest. But everybody else was, masked up, and then you're only literally allowed to open your window a tiny degree while they slide the test through, and you do it yourself. And yeah, it was all very surreal, a bit like something out of a disaster movie, if I'm honest, and not something I particularly want to do again. And the funny thing is, I'm quite a level-headed person. I deal with stress very well. I've had enough of it. And as we were driving in, I did get a little bit, I could feel my chest was tight, and I thought, oh God, I'm actually getting a bit anxious about this. But it was fine. There we go. Okay. Look at that battery in there. I think it's just the bands holding it in. Yep. Okay. Oh, there's a tiny little board here. Oh, okay. I hope there's some wonder on the other side, because it's a bit lacking. Not as good as I had thought or hoped. We'll see. So yeah, just none of us are under the weather. My daughter's acting fine now. She's not. I know children, they do present differently as well, but she's acting much better than she was yesterday, so not worried health-wise in that sense. So just got to wait for that negative test result. And I'm amazed, to be honest, this hasn't happened already with 3 children who are prone to tonsillitis. And I suspect it will happen a lot more as well before there's a vaccine. I was feeling really chuffed actually that I'd managed to not have any time off, because other staff had to, and I'd managed to escape that. And normally my kids are so sickly. I was thinking, wow, this is amazing. And then of course that I literally had that conversation with a friend the day before. I thought, well, talk about jinxing it. Okay, there's battery. This plating here. Oh, look at this corrosion here. I'm guessing this is something to do with what went wrong with this DVD player. I'm just gonna, as always, I think I need some new ones of these. These are a bit scratched up now. Just need to turn these because it's like a little it's like little pegs really keeping that shield on. I would love to do all three of these before the cold gets to my hands. Oh, to be in a country where the winters are not freezing, so I could do this outside. Would be very nice. Although I do love this country. I wouldn't actually want to live in another country, but there are definite perks. Okay. Right. This is razor sharp, this sort of aluminium-y. There we go. Okay. Wow, loads of capacitors on here. Let's take these off, have a proper look. Alrighty, so we've got a crystal oscillator there. Zoran chip here and some ICs. They look like would have a little tiny bit of a copper coiling there. Let's just test that theory. Yeah, there we go. Little bits of copper there, so that's the same here, 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 and here. Oh, you can actually see it poking out of this one. This one's not encased like these ones. And here, so there's actually loads of little coils of copper on here. Gold pins in this SD, and you can actually see the pins inside there. They're like they're about the size of the tip of this screwdriver. That's all gold pins in there. That actually looks like it will. It's just like a film. Okay. Very low. It's even worse actually, it's just the tips here. So this bit isn't even, but these tips are. So at least there's some on the tips, I suppose. And that, my friends, is about it for that one. Another IC on the back. Okay, so that's there. You've got obviously the laser here. There's a motor there. Just attempt to get that little motor out. Too big. To send this off to plastics, this has all got to be taken off anyway. So you can't leave. Well, it's best practice not to. I think you probably could because they just crush everything up. And I'm not sure on the set. So some places you can just chuck it all in and it gets crushed and then it gets separated. But I don't know whether this goes to somewhere like that or whether it's one that's you have to take. It's plastic only. I'm not sure. So. Oh, drop the metal pin there. I'll keep those. Come in handy. I'll put that in that one. So, you've got the little laser. There. I want the motor. I tell you what I might do is strip these back off camera. It's a bit boring for you to watch, and I'll just try to reveal there's a little tiny backboard here. it's for the screen. Sometimes they have a nice long band of gold fingers. Not always though. So but let's just have a look to see if it does. It's always worth a look. You don't want to I don't know if it says what sort of screen this is either. I've mentioned before some, you know, monitors and screens have mercury in. No giveaways for me. And you have to be careful. There are some restrictions on how you can actually recycle that and dispose of it. So you will have to ask at your local recycle centre. What the guidance is. Tiny speaker there. Another little tiny band of copper around that. Is that it? Yeah. Oh, okay. It's not quite how I imagined this one. There isn't. I wonder if it's... Let's just take the whole screen out and have a look. This is a very small board with just these little connectors. But then I suppose it is only a little tiny screen, isn't it? So who knows? Okay. Right. Oh, if I can just get underneath, that would be marvellous. I want to keep the whole screen together. There we go. That's what I want to do. Right. You can see there's some ribbon here. Now, usually you get that on the outside. You can see it. So I'm just going to see what is actually hiding in there. Probably nothing, but I just want to see. That's the whole point of these videos. I'm showing you, for those who either just like watching or actually want to know, like me, what's inside stuff. Okay. Here it is. There. And there they are. They are gold. Connecting that screen there. Oh, look, not going to come off very easily though. If I can, they are actually glued though, so even if I lift up this screen, that's not going to help me out. So I'm trying to tear off from a new end. Very difficult to process. I don't really know why I'm taking it off because I'm not going to process them, but there's the tips there as well. But I don't want those. Okay, and then obviously this tiny bit, has that already been, just this one I think. I think it'll lift away without that one. Yeah. All right. 2 little speakers. If I can pop those out, I will. I'll have to do that off camera as well. I'll put that with that one. Okay, so that was the Wharfdale. Now let's go this one. Never know how to pronounce this one. Tevian, UK Northern Ireland helpline. Okay. I think this might be too big. No, got it. Good-o. Wonderful. Makes it look quicker and easier. Oh, hello kitten. Let her in. Let her back in. She wants to come in. There you go. Good girl. Thank you. So that was Luna popping out, but she doesn't really like being outside, so she wanted to go straight back in again. So that's fine. Right. Did I do that? Oh, I did that. Okay. This is very sticky, this one. I don't even go there. I don't even want to think about the year's worth of gums that are on this. Okay. Again, this is just the screen up here. It will have a thin layer of gold ribboning again, but we'll compare. And see how the different brands do against each other on the quality of, you know, what's inside. Weird bug on there. No screws. Okay. Hopefully it'll pop off. Wow, I mean, capacitor central. Alright. I'm using this because my fingers are so cold. Just gonna pull them out instead. Okay, so let's just get these ribbons off. That's obviously really low. Ooh, just chuck those away. Right. I think the next one I'm going to do after this scrap out session is all the phones and just compare how much what you got on the boards of all those different old handsets. Right. Now, I think this will come out. Yeah. Okay, so what have we got on this small one? We have got some ICs, a chip there, loads and loads of capacitors, excuse me, crystal oscillator. That's just the... Now there's a USB, so there'll be gold pins in there. This, yep, that's got gold pins in that card reader. They don't look like gold. And there might be... No, I think that's just orange boarding on the bottom. And this one... No, I don't think so. No. So that's literally it. Not too much on there. Oh, there's copper coil in there, and there's another one. Let's just switch. Another IC there, some small ones. Oh, is that? No, it's soldered. Okay, so that's the small bit to that one. And then just the small one that goes with the battery. Obviously batteries you have to recycle separately as well. If you're being ethical about it, you're going to split everything to as small a form as possible, and you know, if you're not, it's a bit different when you're going to a scrap dealer. You can do different things, but if you're actually recycling excess... Ooh, hello, that's a nice surprise. That's lovely, really nice copper coil there. Perfect, that's good. Hello darling, did you think I was saying hello to you when I was talking to the copper? Hello birdie, hello. Hi. Right, as much as I want to give you lots of loving, you are in my way, darling. Right, let's just hope she just decides to move on over. So yeah, I've got to get the battery out of this one. Oh, I can't ignore you. Right, might just be able to pop it down. It's glued on with some sort of resin, so I'll do that off camera. That's my off camera pile. Okay, and then we've got the screen. So this one is slightly different because it's a sort of traditional fold down one. Make it easier if I could just get this piece off, to be honest. Another little bit of board here. I don't think there'll be anything special on here, but we'll have a look. Always worth a look. This has literally been sellotaped. It's got some sellotape in it. I don't know what that's about. Okay, over the plugs. Oh, this is the switch. This is all the switches. There'll be nothing. It's just for the switches. Of course, I should really just turn things over, shouldn't I? And look, although I would have taken it off anyway. So yeah, switches. Boring. Okay, this is going up into the screen. I'm intrigued as to why there is sellotape here. Oh, it is because that is broken. There we have it then. Therein is the answer to that mystery. quite come out as I had hoped, but it's out. Okay. Now, you don't normally have to undo those because once there's a pin in here that they slide onto, and once ta-da! Much the same setup, really. Got the screen. I will remove that from the plastic anyway. You know, I have the luxury, this is a hobby, I have the time, you know, to do this. So I'm doing it. But when, I've said before many a time actually, when time is money, it is different. There we go. Oh, that's not my cutters. I wonder if I can just unpin those. Yeah. Okay. And again, I will try to just carefully lift away this casing to reveal the ribbon with the gold tips. Try to do it without stabbing myself with a screwdriver, hey? Alright. Well, there isn't. That's not going to be retrievable, so there we are. You can see the gold ribboning there. Now this is actually a better quality than the other one, which is surprising, but it is. So I shove that in the gold box, and that's the rest of the screen. Obviously metal casing, you can separate that further. Tiny board here. I could literally do this all day, guys. If I was here by myself and it wasn't freezing cold, I would just be out here dawn till dusk, I reckon. Because I love it. Oh, okay. Some ICs, a couple of little tiny, no, 3 little copper coils, chanties. Ah, okay. It's a nice surprise. And another crystal oscillator. Okay, nice. Not bad for a little tiny bonus board. And then, I'm dropping screws everywhere. You've got the little tiny speakers, which I will get out. That one was a bit easier. I know I've done this before, but for those who haven't watched any of my other videos, there's the magnet. Strong, very nice, strong little magnets they are. But where's the copper coil? This is the first time I've opened a speaker that hasn't had. Okay, 1 minute. I'm in demand. Okay, I'll come in 1 minute. I've got one more thing to finish, then I'll be in. Being a bit economical with the truth on the 1 minute front, but we'll hurry up a bit. So I'll do that. Oh, that's weird that there's no copper in there. But Well, there we go. Right, so one more to go. The Hitachi. Oh, it's looking good. I can see some gold pins already. Hurrah. Wonderful. I love the little arrow guides. Screws are here, guys. I could do with that sort of guide on lots of things, to be honest. Here's the screw that you're missing and you're trying to take a board out. Here is the rogue screw keeping it in place. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh. Clearly didn't look clearly at the arrows. Clearly didn't look clearly. Get in there. There we go. Oh, straight away. Pock-a-choing. Ooh, alrighty. Wowzers. Okay. This looks like the best one. Guys. We'll see. I mean, if nothing else, I love the pretty rainbow ribbon. Right, let's just... Oh, that is so teeny. I wonder if I can just get in the end with these. Wishful thinking. I think it's even smaller than this one. Okay. No, not that. This. There we go. See how long I can eke this minute out for her before I have to go in and... Hello, my darling! Don't tread on anything sharp. Because he can understand me, obviously. That's why I talk to him. Don't worry, I talk to myself, so it's definitely not unusual for me to talk to the cat. The worry is when you start answering yourself back and disagreeing. Right. Okie doke. So I'm assuming this will be the switches again. Yep. Switches to that one. Screen I'll just leave there for a sec. There's the laser. To this one. Is there a market for just lasers? I don't know. No idea. Possibly. Who knows? Is that a heatsink? I think it is. So let's just undo everything before I look in detail at the board. makes it so much quicker using an electronic screwdriver. Now, is that it? Put my glasses down. I think I just need to wiggle it out potentially because of the oh, that's so far in I can't get to them. Is that copper? Oh yeah, there's a copper shielding plate under there. Gotcha. Look at that, guys. Sweet. Okay. Okay. Right. Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay, my battery's at 8%, so this has got to be speedy. So loads of different sort of capacitors on here. ICs, crystal oscillators, another coil. That looks like another relay. And let's just quickly, oh, glasses, jeez. See if we can pop off this. This is soldered on, so I don't think it's going to come off too easily. Okay, I can just break those solder points. We're away. There we go. Oh, here we are. Here's the main chip. So there we have it. That's weird white stuff again. That is a brass. Is it brass? Yeah, I think so. That's nice. And then obviously we've got this lovely sheet of copper here. I love these little random sheets of copper that you get. No, it will. I have separated one of these before. It's a fiddly job. I might have to do that because of the battery off camera. We're nearly done. Are we going to get it done? Against the clock. Against the battery, let's say. Anyone who makes videos knows what it's like to be against the blooming battery. Right. Another lovely loads of ICs, gold pins. Nice copper coil there. Very nice. Then we've got the screen. So if my battery runs out, it runs out. I'm not going to come back to it. You've seen the different things so far. You know what's in here, but I think this might have got good gold banding on the did that? No. Damn. Isn't that typical when you're against the clock? That's too big as well. Oh no. This fiddly little one. That's the jobby. There we go. So this Hitachi is the winner. The quality of the board, I would say, is better. For me, I've got that lovely little sheet of copper as well that I really like. So for me, that's a bonus. It's not beneficial to everybody, obviously. But it is for me. see. Gotcha. All right, lovely little board on the screen there, so you can just see crystal oscillators, tanties, loads of tanties, and ICs, and the gold banding ribbon there as well. So no, I'm going to do it by hand. More like little connectors here. Oh, okay, lovely little copper coiling in there. Brilliant. Okay, so this is the Hitachi, what you get inside the Hitachi DVD player. And we've got the other two. Might have modelled that up, but they're just the switches. So there we have it, guys. Nice copper coiling on these two. So they're not all the same. Different lovely surprises in different DVD players, but the winner for me, with the best chips and things, is the Hitachi. Okay, thanks for watching. I better clear this mess up, get inside, I'm in demand, and I'll hopefully get round to doing some more tomorrow. Okay, take care, thanks for watching, bye.